Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see the JK flip-flop. So already we have seen about SR flip-flop and D flip-flop. In SR flip-flop there are four conditions there are four states of the outputs. So first state is no change, second one was set, third one was reset, and the fourth one was indeterminate state. So to overcome, or in that SR flip-flop, the last state of output was useless, that is waste. So that's why we saw about the D flip-flop. In that D flip-flop we have seen there are two states only, that is either set or reset. So this is the JK flip-flop logic diagram, and in this logic circuit diagram the last state is useful. That is, in the SR flip-flop the last state was indeterminate, but in JK flip-flop the last state is toggle. Okay, so let us see the functionality of this JK flip-flop. Okay, so this is JK flip-flop, but there is a very quiet change, and that is the Qn bar and Qn are also given to the A and B NAND gate input. Okay, so here A and B are 3 input NAND gates and C and D are the 2 input NAND gate. Okay, so let us see the truth table of JK flip-flop. So starting with the first condition, so J and K are 0 0 and Qn is equal to don't care. So as we know that or if you consider the J and K inputs, then we don't consider what is the present state of Qn. So we write here don't care. Okay, so consider J and K is equal to 0 0, and our interest is in to obtain the Qn+1 or Qn+1 bar. Okay, so we'll just see, or we will just obtain the next state of Qn+1. Okay, so case number 1, first case is when J equal to 0, K is equal to 0. Okay, then what about the Qn+1? Okay, so here if I will make here J equal to 0 and K equal to 0, and when the clock pulse is applied, that is 1. Okay, so here we are considering clock equal to 1, that means rising edge for all the cases. Okay, now what will be the output of A gate and B gate? Okay, so as we know that the truth table of NAND gate, if any input of NAND gate is 0, then output is 1. So here due to this 0 and 0, the output of A NAND gate and B NAND gate will become 1. Here is also 1. Now what about the outputs of C and D gates? So that means Qn+1 and Qn+1 bar. So here we can write the expression of Qn+1, that is Qn+1 is equal to, it is the NAND operation of 1 with Qn bar. So 1 dot Qn bar whole bar. Okay, so its output will be 1 dot Qn bar whole bar is equal to Qn. Okay, so here the output is not fixed the value. Okay, so that's why we go for second expression, that is Qn+1 whole bar. Okay, so Qn+1 whole bar is equal to what? Qn+1 whole bar is equal to 1 NAND operation with this signal. This signal is what? Qn. So 1 dot Qn whole bar. Okay, so the 1 dot A is what? 1 dot A is A, and that means 1 dot Qn is Qn whole bar. Qn whole bar. So from these expressions we can conclude that the next state of Qn+1 will be Qn, that is the present state, and Qn+1 bar will be Qn bar, that is no change in the output for J and K is equal to 0 0. Okay, so here we can write no change. Okay, now second case is J equal to 0 and K is equal to 1. when j equal to 0 and k equal to 1. Now we will change the inputs 1. Now in this case, when j equal to 0, that means if any input of NAND gate is 0, then obviously output should be 1. So here 1 is there, 1 is obtained here. Now what about this, what about B NAND gate? So when k is 1, clock is 1, and we don't know actually what is the state of this first input of the B NAND gate. So here we can say the Qn is given to B NAND gate input as well as D NAND gate input. So instead of this 1, actually we don't know. So what will happen, what state will be available at the output of B NAND gate? So if Qn is applied here, Qn is coming here, then 1.1.Qn will be what? If just replace here 0, then what will happen? You will get here 1. If you will replace here 1, then you will get here 0. That means if Qn is available at here, then you will get here Qn bar. Qn bar. That means the complement of this input will be available at the output of B NAND gate, because other inputs are 1 1. Okay. So first we will obtain the Qn plus 1. Qn plus 1 is equal to, Qn plus 1 will be equal to 1 NAND operation with this signal. This signal is nothing but what? Qn bar. So 1 dot Qn bar whole bar. Output will be Qn. Now as we know that if the particular output is not having is not the fixed value, that is 0 or 1, then we go for the second output, that is Qn plus 1 whole bar. Now Qn plus 1 whole bar is equal to, Qn plus 1 whole bar equal to the NAND logical NAND operation of these two inputs. So here the first input, this first input is coming from Qn. So Qn dot, the second input is what? Qn bar. Qn bar, the bubble stands for whole bar. Okay. So Qn dot Qn bar, that means A dot A bar. So A dot A bar is what? 0. Similarly Qn dot Qn bar is equal to also 0. So 0 whole bar. 0 whole bar is equal to what? 1. Now here we have obtained the value. So from this value we can imply the first input, that is Qn plus 1. So if the Qn plus 1 bar equal to 1, then obviously the Qn plus 1 must be 0. Okay, must be 0. So here Qn plus 1 is equal to 0 when jk equal to 0 1. So 0 means what? Reset condition. Okay. So this is about second case. Third case is 1 0. Third case is 1 0. So j equal to 1 and k is equal to 0. So let us change the inputs 1 and 0. Now as we know, if any input of NAND gate is 0, output should be 1. So here will be 1. And what about the output of A gate? So 1 1. So first input is 1, second input is also 1, that is clock signal, and the third input is what? Qn bar. So as we have seen that whatever input is available at the third input, and if all other inputs are 1 1, then the third input will be the complemented version at the output. Okay, so if Qn bar is coming at the third input of A gate, I'll write here, say Qn bar here. Okay, then this signal will be complemented at the output. So I will write here Qn. Okay, now from this Qn and 1 we can obtain the Qn plus 1 and Qn plus 1 bar. So our interest is in Qn plus 1, right? So Qn plus 1 is equal to what? Qn plus 1 will be Qn dot this signal, that is Qn bar. Qn dot Qn bar whole bar is equal to what? So Qn dot Qn bar is equal to what? 0. So 0 whole bar is equal to 1. Okay, so here we have got the fixed value, so no need to go for the Qn plus 1 whole bar. Okay, once you get the value, fixed value, hard coded value, no need to go for the second output expression. Okay, so here directly we write 1 for jk equal to 1 0. So the output will be set. Okay, now the last condition is j and k is equal to 1 1. Okay, 1 1. Now what will happen if jk equal to 1 1? K equal to 1. Now if the first input and second inputs are 1 1, and here is also the same thing, if this input and this inputs are 1 1, then we know that the third input will be complemented and it will be appear at the output of NAND gate. Okay, so here this Qn bar is applied at the third input of A gate, Qn bar. Okay, so what will you get here at the output of A gate? You will get here Qn, right? And what will be available at the output of B gate? So if here is the Qn is coming on this line, then output will be Qn bar. Okay, so just we will calculate, or we will write the expressions for Qn plus 1. Qn plus 1 will be Qn dot Qn bar, Qn dot Qn bar whole bar. So we know that Qn dot Qn bar is equal to 0 and 0 bar is equal to what? 1 is equal to 1. And in the similar way, the Qn plus 1 whole bar will also be what? Qn bar dot this Qn. Okay, so Qn bar dot Qn is equal to 0. Bubble indicates whole bar, so again it will become 0 bar is equal to 1, right? So I will just write here Qn plus 1 bar is equal to also 1. There is no change. Okay, but in this expression you have obtained Qn plus 1 bar is equal to 1. So replace this 1 at the place of this Qn plus 1 bar. So if I will write here 1, then what will happen? This 1 will be applied to the second input of C gate. Okay, so Qn dot 1 will be what? Qn plus 1 will be 1 dot Qn whole bar, Qn bar. Okay, so from this expression we can say that the next state of Qn will be Qn bar. Okay, so here we can write Qn bar, that means toggle. Okay,